Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show where we celebrate the art of taking things at our own pace. Today's topic is a special one, how to study as a slow learner. But don't worry, this video is not going to be in a slow motion. We're going to keep it at a normal speed so that you can catch each and every bit out there. But before we jump into the video, let me introduce myself. I'm your friendly neighborhood tortoise, whose name starts with a T as well, here to guide you through this adventure at a leisurely pace. But a quick disclaimer, if you are here looking for a video where you can cram the entire textbook in one night or become an overnight genius, then I tell you, you are in the wrong place. Because in this channel, we are all about impressing our inner tortoises and savoring the process. Timestamps are included down below in the description box so you can navigate here and there in the video. But I would recommend you watching everything because each and every one is crucial. Now let's address the snail in the room, or I should say the elephant. If you are a slow learner, it doesn't mean that you're less brilliant or capable. Rather, we have our own superpowers, massive to attention to detail and expert at fully absorbing the information. This video is divided into two sections. The first one, we're going to talk about the speed learning strategies, and the second one, we're going to take a look at how we remember information and revise it quickly on our first. Also, I have something to tell you, which will be at the end of the video, so I hope you stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and set it to all so that you do not miss out on any future uploads. Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Safety netting. Safety netting is like having a backup plan to protect yourself or others from things that could go wrong. It's about being prepared for unexpected problems and taking steps to avoid or deal with them. For example, doctors use safety netting to tell the patient that what can go wrong after treatment so they know what to do after something goes wrong. It's like having a safety net to catch you if you fall down and you can stay safe and secure. Now the question can be that how can we use this when it comes to studying? Your answer is seeking clarification. This means reaching out for clarification when you are unsure about topic or a concept. Don't hesitate to ask your questions or doubts in class or consult your teacher in case you are facing problems with a particular topic, and do join study groups. They're very beneficial. By seeking clarification early on, you prevent yourself from having a larger learning gaps into your learning process. The safety netting is where a fast learner prepares himself or herself to learn something new. Suppose, now I'm about to learn something new. Let's say any topic. What are the things I need to know before I start learning that topic? For example, I'm going to ask these questions to myself before I start with a new topic. What are we talking about? This is going to be the first question. For example, I'm studying quantum physics. The very first question I'm going to ask myself is, what is quantum physics? Quantum physics refers to something in very small amount, very small, or I should say the smallest amount, and the amount can be energy or matter, something like that. Next, I'm going to go and see why is this important and how important is this. Next step in safety learning is understanding the limitations and connections of what I'm going to learn. For example, if I'm about to learn using a new app, so I'm going to ask these questions to myself that what can I do after I learn to use this app, and what I cannot do even when I'm an expert at it. And all of these is even before I have started. The reason is that I'm drawing connections of what I already know, what is already clear in my brain, to what I'm about to learn, rather than starting on a foundation of nothing. This also means that when I'm about to learn something more about this in the future, I already have some pre-existing information in my brain, which would help me to learn that new topic a lot faster. Tip number 2. Core basics. Most people don't give much importance to this, and I think this is the most underrated strategy out there that very few people follow. This is because they think, I learned this in school, I already know it, I have been knowing it for a long time, I don't have to revise it, this is bread and butter, etc., etc. But brushing up on these concepts is very, very important, because you never know if you still remember concepts as you did earlier. Tip number 3. Admin and good for you. Basically, you sort our information into four categories. The first one is safety netting, which means the backbone. Second one is the core basics, which is essential and mandatory. Third is admin, basically means the information which you are struggling to learn, but it is not so important. And the fourth one is which for you is nothing but when you understand something very easily and it is very important from your exam perspective or whatever you do it. Tip number 4 is jumpy learning. So jumpy learning means I don't study things that is given in the order to me. Rather, I study things according to my attention span. The reason is that my attention span is very limited, and if I'm investing my attention into something which is uninterested to me, I am losing my attention and motivation, and for this, very quickly I'll have to stop. But if I go through the topics that I'm interested in the very first instance, which means my attention and my motivation are preserved, and I am going to stop only when I'm tired. Okay, so that was all about these speed learning strategies. Now let's come back to remembering and revising the information. For revising a topic, I would simply recommend the most effective technique out there on internet, scientifically proven, which is again active recall. I talked about active recall very earlier in one of my videos, which you can check out in the cards, or you can go in the description box. I'll link them in there. So the question is, how do you use active recall? To use active recall, you simply pick a topic or a concept or the chapter, and you're going to form as many questions as possible from that particular chapter or from a particular subtopic. And okay, once you have formed the questions, you're not going to answer to them right now. You're going to answer to them when you are revising the concept or the chapter. Let's say you're studying it right now and you're framing questions by it on a piece of paper. You're going to take a piece of paper off inside, and after days when you are revising that particular concept or topic, you're going to take that page back and you're going to answer each and every question that you wrote in the paper. The advantage to this is that it will stimulate my brain to remember the concepts on a long run, and it is a very quick method of revising material. You need to hear this. Listen, just like you, I am also a slow learner, and I want you to know that you're not alone in this. We are together in this. And I am sure you have heard about the story of the rabbit and the tortoise. We already know this, that the tortoise wins the race. Just because it is slow but steady at the same time. Most fast learners may sprint ahead, but they miss the fun along the way. Trust me, if you're taking time, it's alright. It's alright to take time. Because while in the process, you're not only learning the topic or concept, but you're also taking it back with you perseverance, discipline, patience, which are not bigger achievements, and it will be very beneficial in your life, and it will take us very far in life. If you like this part, comment down below your favorite tip from today's video, and if you are a tortoise like me. Before you depart, I would like to remind you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Do not forget to hit the like button if you think you have learned something from this, and if you relate to all the slow learners out there. And do not forget to comment down below on how you like the video. And yes, share this video with all your friends, all the slow learners out there. Tell them that it's okay, it's fine to be a slow learner. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram, and you can also email me on my email address. Both the links are provided below in the description box. All for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.